Light bright. Sorry about the delays for those who are waiting for the 5 o'clock start. I'm not sure where I'm going to go. I really don't have very much planned. And what I do keeps piling up page after page as I go through a new idea. So many things to look at. I want to go over something I already did, and I just want to show you the difference of something else. When you use an equal number, when you use an, I need to have less. I need less. Right? Okay, how do you hold that camera straight? So when you use an equal number of boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have 4, you can divide it equally on the line. Imagine if every single one of these was a cell or a pebble. The center occupies this. When you occupy a second zone, you occupy the second zone, which is here. See the way there's a division? Because the center is over here. There's only 7, 3, 1, 3. 3, 1, 3. Here, I should make the other one of 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're also going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 6, it divides right there. And the center is right there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, made that all wrong. Big mistake. Big mistake. Don't look so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the center of 6 is over here. This one is 8 by 8. This one over here is 1, 2, 3. This is 5 by 5. And I like to use 12 and say it's the female. And the reason for that is because of the Bat's mitzvah, the cycle of 12. And then the bar mitzvah is the cycle of 13. And that would be, let me see if I got this right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. And that's the bar mitzvah, and that's the male cycle. That's the male cycle. 13 moons, 12 months. Both start with an M-O and an M-O. This one will create the pi divided by 3. The 12 in the word months, the TH is time heaven. I always like to count that as the numeric value of 28. So M-O-N-T-H, the TH is your cycle of 28 inside the word months. So here is your 6. It's equally divided. Here's your 6 by 6 equation. Here is your 8 by 8 equation. Now, can you take a 6 and put it in an 8? And if you did, where would this go? Would it be would that be the 6? over that way. And then you can create a dimension if you draw this line over here. See the way we created that one slight dimension? Maybe that's one of the pyramids that are starting to be put up right now. The difference in the tops of the pyramids is because of size, obligation, because of these square lines. Do you see it? Just like in numbers. I'm going to just show you this number thing if I can get this right. Let's choose the number 3. Okay, we're going to choose the number 3. Should we use the number 3? I'm going to use the number 3. Where do I start first? 6 and 6 is 3. So if I had number 66, I had number, hold on, we're going to start from the beginning. We're going to go 6, 15, 24, 33, 42, 51, 60, 66, 72. No, that's sorry, did that wrong. Is that what I said? I wanted to get the 6s. Hold on a second. I wanted to get the 6s. Right. 69. You notice that after this number over here, everything switches. 69, 78, 87, 96. So you notice that we have a mirror on this side, and then we have a duplicate mirror. We have 2 mirrors on this side, but these mirrors actually are mirroring these 2 numbers over here, which is 6 plus 9 equals to 15. 7 plus 8 equals to 15. This is plus 54 in the sun through Mars. And this is 56, which is the white student, which is the creation of the Sunday, the sunny day, the student, the orphan child. Mathematics will give you all these answers. What this will do will create the sun. What this will do will create what created the sun. The sun that shines, or is it a reflection? Because the sun, this is what numeric value is for SUN when you multiply it and add it. S19, U21, and 14. The total is 54. Sun, it is a 9 by 6, 54. So you can see through the gateway your G and H. And this is your F, and love. Why are we coming into LF and love? Because where do I get the love out of this? Oh my God! Oh yes, because of the 15th and the 24th letter, O's and X's. So we can look at this and we can say, hey, oh my God, yeah, look, a chromosome. Or we can look at it and say O's and X's because of we got 2 football teams, 2 sports teams, one on each side. One we call the offense and one we call the defense. The defense we put an X and the offense we put an O. Right? I guess that's why there's always the larval quarrel, the quarrels. Do you follow what I'm saying? X, defense. O, offense. You notice they're both on the fence, right? Both on the fence. And it's all in your mind because your body doesn't act until your mind decides. No problem. Just had the window open. Just give me a second over here. Okay, so we're only just 2 of us. So if I say, are we following everybody? I'm not going to get a comeback. So the other thing about with this grid that I showed you right over here, I wish I can take out my other book. There's just so many, everything goes on top of each other. We all know Titan. Okay, I'll do it up here. When it comes to number 6, where am I going to start? Number 6, where do I start? Do I create 2 realities? I will create the reality of this area, and then I'll create the reality of this area. Okay, so I'm going to just turn this and whoop. Which way am I going? Am I going the wrong way in this book? Oh, we didn't even get the hoops yet. Oh, maybe I can put it in this book. I didn't work on this yet. You're born, they slap you in the ass. You're the ass king. What are you asking for it? You want a slap in your ass when you're born? They slap you in the ass. You become, you're asking for it. You're the ass king. You're talking trash shit. Sitting on the throne in the laundry room, the shower, the toilet. Slap the ass. Brings the breath of life. Brings the breath of life. Umbilical cord. Umbi al. Umbi, Illy, the island, 939. Cord moon birth, no more room, 8 million people. Digital strings, energy fold, overload. That's what we're going through right now. Overload of the system. Overload of the system. I'm going to give you that answer in a minute, and that's where the ledgers come in. I'm going to talk about the ledgers only because of what basic knowledge, just for somebody who's done the secretarial job, just basic knowledge of so many little things, because it's the basic knowledge of so many little things that operates every single business, every single home, anything that's running normally, that's kept in order. That is what you do. It's the secretarial work, putting everything in their file folders where they are, making sure the ledgers, a ledger to be read, ledgers, what ledgers are. So now I'm going to go into and onto the number 6. And I'm not sure which way I want to do it. So we're going to say this is 6. And then I'm going to say, I'm just trying to look. This is 6. This is 6. I'm putting 6 in the middle, 6 and 6. And then this is This is 6 and 60. This is 15 and 51. This one over here. Whoop, did I get that done right? No, I guess I'm not doing that right, eh? Just give me a second. Just hang on. I'm going to look for when I originally got the idea for this. I want to look in my pictures. So just give me 1 second. No, I don't know where it is. It really bugs me. I know I have it maybe on my phone. Anyways, okay, I'm going to continue on doing this design if I can remember. I'm not sure if it was in numbers, right? I'm not sure if it was 1 and 5, 6, 2 and 4, 6, 3, and you can't do 3, so 3 becomes a separator. So let's say it was 5, you would go 1 and 4, 5. You would go 2 and 3, 5. So with 2 and 3, 5, you can create this, and then 1 and 4, 5, you can create this. But with number 3, sorry about that. Let me pick this up a little bit. Did you catch that so far? When you want to create a number, I'm not sure which way I did it in my other work, but when you want to match the numbers, let me do it neat. I want to do it neat. When I want to match the numbers of 6, okay, so I'm going to start with number 3. There is no 3 and 3, 6. I must put them together, overlap the 3 and 3, 6. What else can I do? Where can I put another 3? So I don't do it this way. There's one way to do it. It's 3 over 3, 6. Then I want to do 4 and 2, 6. Then we're going to go 5 and 1, 6. Then we're going to go 6 and what happens? What happens? 6 and what? What happens to 6? So wouldn't we want to say 6 and what? 0? So at one spectrum is 0, the other spectrum is 6. Now, I'm not sure if you see something in here, but this over here and this over here, this is birth on this side. This is from Mars on this side, the son of Mars. The sun, the fox pass, the sun, the birth, the communication, 9 lives of the cat. 4 by 5 is 20 by 6 is 120. This is the passage of the 7th gate. Plus 15 equals 135. Ace man. Ace M Electric Company. Ace M Electric Company. ASM Electric Company. Ace M Electric Company, also known as EC or 11 craps. The other design that I was talking about that was on this paper, I don't remember exactly how I did it last time because there's obligations, right? There is no 2, 3. So how do you really create a 2, 3, 6? The real only 6 that you can create in numbers is 15 and 42. Those are the only real 2 you can create in numbers. You can't create a 0, 6. You can be the singular 6. I can cut you all up and I can make you 1 and 5, 4 and 2 if I cut you up. I can cut you in half and make you 3 and 3, and that 3 and 3, 6 is cutting it equally in half. And by doing it this way, I'm not sure if I should have did it this way, but you can see there's a complete separation that is wholly owned by the number 3. 6, 5, 4, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is one scenario. So then we do it with other numbers. Anyways, we were also talking about size. And I had mentioned that I took 6, since 6 divides equally on this line here. I only can use these lines. The lines will be easy. Oh, I just have to draw a line on an angle, and I easily have a 45-degree angle. That's all I want to know. The left side, the right side. I don't need to be exact. I just need to know the numbers and where to put it and why. When we divide, this is life. This is where the R comes in. I don't know if you can see it, but this is life. And the marking is 225 degrees, 135 degrees to the negative. If I go this way, it's 135. And here it's telling me ace. Here it's telling me life on Earth, the quarter life on Earth. The quarter life on Earth. I take this and I put it in here. It would go, if I get this correctly, I think I would be able to go right here. Whoop, my hand fell. I think that's where it would fit right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, this is my 6 by 6. And then in my 6 by 6, I can now draw these lines equally. And in my 6 by 6, I draw these lines equally. And now I have the 9 lives of the cat from my 6 by 6 product, living in the house of 8. 86 is the numeric value for planet house in basic English. H8, O 15, U 21, S 19, E 5. Reverse alphabet also participates. So when we were talking numbers, the numbers divide over here, and they actually divide. They end at 60. They start over, and they start over here. But all of this is taking place in number 51 and 15. 7 and 8 is 15. So if it's taking place between here and here, right? Because they're all 15s in rotation to the gateway of heaven, communication, 9 lives of the cat. Where would we put it in here? Well, it takes place. This is what happens with 15 when you reach this side of the borderline. Remember, on a dice cube, the highest 6 on a dice cube is the highest. Sorry, if you look on a dice cube, the most you can make is 6 and 6, 12 on one dice cube. Sorry about that. There is no true saying over here with the dice cube. Where do I have a dice cube? Whereas this is my 5 and 4 side. 5 dots, 4 void. 4 dots, 5 void. So 5 and 4 reflect each other. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4, created by 56 through the gateway. Equals 2. That's right. Equals 2. Equals 2. 7 and 8 equals 56. Equals 2. Let me put this down. 15 equals to 71. Equals to 71. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. I like this. 714. Where was this 714? Anyways, let's not look at that. What we're going to do here is just let me close this in. Is 15 plus 56 equals to 71 minus 15 from 56 equals to 41. Through the DNA in the son of creation to the son of day, both are created through number 56. 5 times 6, 30. 5 plus 6, 11. 41. Same result. Same result. Forward in full star and only in a single number. This number will recreate this number. 1 times 5 equals 5. 1 plus 5 equals 6. They just repeated these numbers together. This creates 11, and this is where creation begins, by 11. There's only 20 numbers. Everything ties in between 1 and 21. That's where the tie-in is. The tie-in is between 1, first, 1, 21. And then bust. 12 and a monkey. A monkey. A monkey. Not the months, not the moon, but a monkey. Key 11 and 5 and 25. It talks all about Earth and creation. 115, is that the computer plugin that we have behind the wall? Magic. Why is what 3? 3, you know what? Something about 3. It can be me and you and the decision that must be taken. It becomes the third. Do we have 1 shoelace or 2 shoelaces? What if I'm in the middle and I'm holding a shoelace here and a shoelace here, and somebody at both ends are holding the shoelace? Do I become the 3? And the energy from both of them are coming into me, and I become that 3. I become the 2 at the end, and I become the 1, the 11 electric, playing from the 5 hole. Playing from the 5 hole. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. I can't be anything else. Either I'm 1 or I'm 2. What are you going to be? 1 or 2, 1 or 2. Come on, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. It's only 1 or 2. It's either 1, okay, and the separation, or 2 and no separation. I just showed you. Evens or odds. See, there's 3, 6, 7. Because it's an odd number, it has a separation. This is 49 and 7 by and 14. Another 14 comes, and this becomes 63 and 35. The numbers in the computer world say everything. Is it not true? So this is where the 6 family comes in, and we have the 7 family, and we know what 96 does. I mean, you've been here before, right? 96 is the rotation of the gateway. See the way we, oh, this lighting is horrible. See the way we created this 8, this twisty tie knot? And that's what your 6 and your 9. In 9, we are 6. We're not always 9. 3 and 6. 3 and 6. It can be 6 and 6. It can be 3 and 6. Can you be 3 and 9? Can you be in the sky? Because that's what the 3 and 9 does. And the sky's a Saturn. You are all of 3 and 9. And it all is created through 1 and 2, but you cannot have 1 alone without 2. So it becomes 2 and 3. And 1 and 1 can't do anything without the star system. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals 2 equals 1. The total is 3. And the beginning of what they call the Fibonacci count, 3 and 2 equals 5. Is that the beginning of the Fibonacci count? And then we go on to do the star system through the Fibonacci count if you want. We can do that Fibonacci star system count. So this next one would be, since we did the 2, be 5 and 3 equals to 8. And after that, we're starting over again. Then we go 8 and, what is it, 8 and 5 equals to 13. And that becomes a 4. And this is where Pluto comes in. This is when matrix come in. This is BC creation. You do know that after this, number 23 recreates number 14. And the board on my floor, that design there, okay, tells you the same story in the X and the Y. Should I go there and do it? I'm not going to do it. There's all kinds of things about squares, and why, like I'm asking myself, why in roulette do they have the rectangular areas, and the actual size of the Monopoly board, right, with the properties is not really 2 by 1. And if you understand that, I'm going to try to explain it. The Monopoly board is 168 plus 1. Don't count the clock. Monopoly board is, there's 1 in the center over here, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 1, 6. And now you draw the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you draw the board. Now that you've driven the board, drew the board, draw the board. The corners are square. So we make all the corners square. We have 1 singular dot in the center. We need to complete the properties, regardless if it's the railways, Kentucky, Illinois, Alabama, waterworks. if you notice that that one single dot is the ownership of all the railroad stations all over the world, that one singular odd number in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 1, 6. And on the last day, we shall rest before the next 6 days. The first 6 days was creation and the rest. And the second 6 days was life's first week. So when man is created, they rest on what day he's created on the Thursday. He's already 1 on the Saturday. So the next Saturday, he's now 7. So he's 1 and he's 7. Day of man, okay, is Friday. Friday the egg. Let's fry the egg. Okay, so it's 1 day old. Don't forget, we're going to have to look at that chicken's life. We want to know how long it takes for the egg to come out, like 21 days and 8 days. Day of man, 1 day old Saturday. But the next week after, okay, the first Saturday is God's day of rest. Was it rest forever until the last day? So now we come ahead and we have to finish this week. So this ended up as day 1 for man, and then day 7, and day 2 as 1 whole day completed. So you're in day 2, you have 1 day completed. So it's almost like now you're 28 years old and your birthday is this year, but it didn't come your birthday yet, right? When you're born, you're nothing. Only next year do you count for your number. The same thing with the years. Only next year do you count your number. We've got a Mighty Mouse in the house. One of the things I completely forgot to talk about in a prior video, I just hope it's in my paper somewhere. I thought it was very pertinent. I'm just holding my camera really sideways now. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm going to go through all my papers. I'm taking a 2-second break just to maybe go freshen up and see if there's something in the fridge. Give me a minute. Well, 3 is a pyramid. 3 is a pyramid. Of course, 3 is a pyramid. Everything's a pyramid. You need 3. You need 3 with whatever you do. In order to go around, you need 3. In order to create direction from a flat wall to a point of where you're going, measuring directions. For me, just one last chip. The reverse alphabet of O and X is L and C. And that's Elsie the cow who jumped over the moon, right? Okay, what didn't you get? Hold on. Okay, wait a second. Okay, you tell me, you point to the paper and tell me. With this, you always need, here is the number for 8. If you want to see a different way that 6 will live in 8, okay, we're going to just go to voila, 6 living in 8. Well, actually, Christ, the name is 5. Christ, the name is 5, and that's 4 reversed. Christ 77 is 49 and 14 equals to 35 and 63. So 35 and 36 comes together over here. On the roulette wheel, I was asked, what does it mean, 35, 37, 39? It's just positions. 35, 37, 39. This is 36. You can go any way with these. Doesn't matter. This is your Christ. It actually says first. Starts with 3 and 8, 11. It actually starts with creation, heaven of the resident, birth, in the spirit of time. That's just my wording for it, just the way I see the C, because the C is the beginning of 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. 1 times 2 times 3 equals 6. And now we have the first roadway to the city. If you go 6 and 3, it's 9 plus 2. Well, you add them twice for, I don't remember what that reason was, or 6 in the last highest number would be 99. Anyways, we're not going to look at that. So now when we go to A, B, C, D, the fourth number, okay, it equals to 10. This is a start over. One of the reasons for its first and the ends in 21st. The beginning, I am the beginning, and I am the end. That's it. That's all we need to know in numbers. Everything else is compromised from this over here. But since 1 plays a role all the way up into 09, because 1 is in 09, as 1 is inside of 5, according to the deck of cards, the images, and 10 in the deck of cards, and 11 in the deck of cards we don't even have because they're picture cards. So how can I get up to the value of 12? I don't know what the equation is. I don't know if I'm going to create the equation. The beginning of the 5 of what is inside 9 is 1 times 2. 1 times 2 equals 2. 2 plus 1 equals 3. And that is my BC creation of 5. BCE. That's what that 12 does. So I'm just wondering, since it takes A, B, C to create, should I not add on A, B, C to number 9? So I would add on C because it's A and B equals to creation. So it'll be 9 and 3 equals to 12, 12, 21. This is actually your first number. Your other numbers your other numbers don't say anything. They say 10 and they say 11. It doesn't have a sound of a 1 in it. It doesn't have the sound of a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but all the other numbers do, except for these two over here. T20, E5. Call it Earth, call it even. That's it. Adam and Eve. So I'm not sure if you understood this situation. Only when you add the fourth dimension does 10 come to play a role. And because all zeros equal to 6, because it is the cube, all zeros equal to 6, this becomes a 7. So the fourth dimension creates the seventh gate. You can't, this is just a 1. It's not anywhere. Nothing is complete until we show up over here. Nothing is complete until we show up over here. But we're still inside the house. Here, it is enlightened by 1. It is the 8 that surrounds the completion, but is the passage of 1, and it takes up the whole area. It fills in and connects these two sides like a bridge. The ace is that, here's your ace. It's here, it's up, and it's down. Where the point is where the gem is lying. Here's your 6. Will create your Star of David. And this Star of David created bringing your 11, bringing the Y together. If you want to look at the Y is the 25th letter, is the key. This is the ring. And here is the octagon. And there you go. You have the octagon with the illusion inside. And you know what? And even the numbers 2 and 3, you were talking about 2 and 3. Well, in horse racing, the 2 is blue in standard breds, and the 3 is white. And on thoroughbreds, it's the reverse. Not only that, 2 and 3. Yes. The calculation and the alphabet, the numeric value and alphabet come together when 2 to the power of 3 equals H8, and 3 to the power of 2 equals I9. They're the same thing, just one is one way. One letter is one way, the other letter is the other way. There was a thing on Union Jack where, wow, there's a real buzzing sound. There's a terrible, terrible. I don't know where it's coming from, if it's the lights or whatever it is, but just going to change the subject for 2 seconds. It was crazy weird this morning. Crazy weird. The skies were clear and I couldn't see stars, but I did see lots of lights in the sky. They were like stars. They were those satellite stars. I don't know what they call them. The things they put up in the air. That's all I saw. Clear as day, flashing blue beams all over the place. It was crazy. Crazy. So the reason why I'm designing this in this size is because the smartest and greatest human beings in paper that made it to the market is that size. It's telling me a story in its own. See, this story is telling me it's 4 by 4. It always seems to be an even number. Can it ever be an odd number? Do we ever get these squares to be an odd number? Here's my rectangles, my moving rectangles over my ace. What's happening with my ace? I have one side, I have the other side, see the way it's cut off? And then I've got my A over here and my other slanted A over here. And I've got my giant A over here. So I've got A, and not only is that A, but that is you have to remember your house. One leg is 7. And I don't know if I want to use 2 legs, but it's your flag, and at the end it'll end up making a TP because the ace is only a partial design. So it's a partial design, and that's your 7. And if you want, you can you know, you can just build your house up, right? Like that. That'd be the roof of your house. Hey, look, we got the roof. We got the roof. Hey, we're in the dog pound. We got the roof. This one over here, you can put wings on it if you want. This is showing me two sides. This is my rectangle. But in roulette, they're showing me that it is a rectangle. So it's telling me that this size is not good. This size is not good because it's a rectangle. And I would need a minimum of 3, 3, 3. So I would need 9 by 9 equals 81. 9 plus 9 equals 18. And this is where Ra Venus comes in. And the H, it is a hard H. And it is a soft R. And it is a hard K. It's Ka, it's AH, and it's AR. This is the family of A, the A family. When you divide this box in the center, this is what happens to the remaining boxes. Now you can also ask yourself a question: should I be recreating the opposite version? Just give me a second. The opposite version of this extension, but from the opposite side. See, here I made it to the right, but now I'm going to make it to the left, okay, by using, just going to see, did I get that right? And then I'm going to and then you would see the greater dimension. When you create the greater dimension, you have a 6, 2, 2, 4. You have the 4 and the 4 star that comes out. I don't know if I need this line here or I don't need this line here. I may not need this line over here that divides the face. I'm not really sure, but I'm putting in all the lines. So anyways, we create the greater picture. You notice the two buildings that come up. And then if you look in between here, okay, that's another point to where we can put an upside down same image and have a diamond created in the center living from one side and the other. I don't really know which way to go with this design, but it's just an obligation. I could have went to the left. I could have went to the right. I can bring them together. And if you bring them together, where do they stand actually divided? So the center owns the center house. You're in between right over here. Is this you? Here's house number 1. You notice the way the cross comes in over here, but it's not finished in this corner. See this line over here, this slice over here? So my other question would be, should I be, hold on a second. Should I be doing that? It's like, put a head on me. Put a head on me. Should I put a head, put a head on me? And these are my hands tied down here, tied down here. My arms are stretched out. Here's my legs stretched out, one here, one here. Give me a heart, a body of some sort, just to live over here. And now if you take a look and I just close this off, the top part, you can see the start of the Star of David that comes in over here. Or you can close these two in and you'll have yourself a square or something to go on your kitchen table. Anyways, I'm getting a little tired here. Maybe I'll try and come back later. I know there's a lot of things I didn't do. There's just so many intricate little teeny weeny things that I see that I haven't talked about. Just going to throw some things out there. Half court jump ball, throw the hoop, parquet floors. And there was something I did before where number 17 comes in again. Every time that 17 comes in, 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we got the Christ. Where did 17 come in? 60 and 17, we I don't remember. I know monkey. I spoke about monkey. Why did I speak about monkey? In blackjack, sometimes, a lot of times when you get a 12, you want the dealer to bust, so you call for a monkey, which is a 10 card. We did the thing on how to get 6, 15, 24, 33. I'm going to try and do that with all the numbers in the next video, and there's designs that go with it. I don't know if we talked about the stock market, the bulls, the bears, the Bitcoin ledgers, the Olympics, and what the gold is for. It could be for the choice. Two people have made a choice, and that choice is the gold. Las Vegas Digital, Nevada, Route 15. Did we do all these already? The 27th of March. Why? Why the 27th of March? Okay, now I'm going to go through here, see if I can read off of anything. No, yes, oh my God. Again, I talked about it during the video. Trash talk, sitting on the throne, slapped in the butt when you're first born. Boxes, different sizes of boxes, how they work. We didn't finish one piece now with the Monopoly, and I jumped off and I went somewhere else. I want to see if I can get back to that Monopoly board, or did I do something else with it now? Here it is. So the Monopoly board, for those who were here 10 minutes ago, have all these areas. Okay, so there's 9 here, which takes up 18 blocks. There's 4 in the corners times 4 corners. 4 corners. 4 by 4 equals 16 blocks. So it's 18, 18, 18, 18. 18 times 4 equals 72 blocks. Or at the same time, it equals 45. 4 times 8, 32. 4 times 1, 4. 4 plus 3 plus 2, 5. 45. The sun pass. When you have 4 automatically and 5, 6 comes along. It becomes the sun pass. It becomes the spirit of 55. Freedom of 55, sorry. So you have the total of 72 and 16 equals to 88. Remind you of anything? You got purple, you got Pegasus, you got rotation, you got the half-life, you have anyways, so that's this board. Now all this area in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 4, 16, 16, 16, 16, 32, 32, 64. 88 and 64 equals to 152. There's a mistake. 9 by 2 is 18. 9 by 2 is 18. 18, 18, 18, 18. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 16. 88 and 64 is 152. Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot to count. This area, I forgot to count. These areas have to go separate. It's really supposed to be 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And then 2, 4, 2, 8, 4, 8, 2, 8, 4, 8, 2, 8, 4. And the 4 are the corners, the 2 are the tracks, and then the tracks own 4, 4, 4, 4, and then everything joins in 1. So here's your 4, 1, 4, 2, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2. Here is your 8, 7, 4, 7, 8. Here's your 4, 8, 2, 8, 4. So this is how the Monopoly board is set up. Okay, it's an obligation, and you can all, I mean, it's the obligation for the game. Now you can ask yourself, how will I build inside? If I build here, what will I do? Where will be the center core of each area? Or will I just, where will this, or will I have my 9 area to the center of the entire next square? So this would be 9 inside, and then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1, 2, 3. Okay, it'd be 5. Okay, it would be the inside square would be 5, 5, 3, 3. So it'd be 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3. 5 across here, 5 across here, and 3 here and 3 here. Electric company, the child is born. The beginning of pi, this also goes with number 27, mathematically. So this is the Monopoly board. Anyways, that's it for now. For those who don't understand, you have a question about the Monopoly board and how I calculated that. Oh, we did this right. It becomes 16. It becomes 9 and 16. And it becomes actually 1, 8, and 16. And your birth and your gateway to your spirit. And this is your Monopoly board. Then there's this side of Monopoly board using that and not using this. There's all kinds of ways you can play this. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for being here. Do you have anything to say? A new life? Exactly. Should I close the camera, let you guys chat it up, all three of yous, or what? Maybe we can come and Zoom one. So, Eli, what do you think? What do you think about that Monopoly board, Eli? How about the great out west? How about the northwest? How about it, Mighty Mouse? Peace and love. Only the truth will set you free. The system's all screwed up because we lied too much. Were you able to follow, Eli, the Monopoly board? Very hard to follow because I see what I do and I jump so much, it's like, it's crazy. I sort of like, I need a lion tamer. Somebody got a whip and going, do this, do this. I don't know. Have a good night.